Hello and welcome back to the NC State campus, Wolfpack Nation, and welcome back to WKNC Sports Podcast in the Den. Today we're going to be reviewing the NCAA Men's Soccer Tournament, where players are, and what could be next for the program. We'll be talking about the perennial match up for this first week back on campus, women's basketball versus Louisville. And we'll finish off by previewing the baseball and softball seasons. So, get your headphones on. Let's get straight to it. So, while there were a lot of big upsets that happened in this tournament, one of the big things to talk about is how NC State, as the 15th seed, managed to become the highest ranked team in the Final Four for this tournament. I believe that everything really went well for them. Donovan Phillip really popped off. He got a goal in pretty much every game early on with Marshall, UNC Greensboro. He did not get a goal in at Georgetown, but he did get one in the semifinal against St. Louis, but not. And the national championship. He scored in 4 of the 5 games. He was on a roll. And of course, Tag Healy, he also did pretty well. He was very quiet this regular season, but he managed to pop off. He got himself 3 goals. Of course, some strong defensive core that also helped out. Maloney got himself 1. Drew Lovelace got himself 1. And just there were a lot of assists that were provided by the strong defensive core. And I think that Logan Erb did not really have to work too hard until late in the tournament. It was like 3 saves against Marshall, about like 3 saves against UNC Greensboro. He did, however, have to show up against number 7 Georgetown, where he got a crucial late save. So he was not goalie's never entirely useless, but in the context of, you have a really strong offense and a very strong defensive front, and you're starting 11, that when he has this work cut out and it provides a little bit of challenge and a little bit of resistance, he has been able to produce. Can't say the same about the national championship. They fell down early 2-0. There was an empty kind of goalpost after Herb tried to tackle a ball. He missed it. The player got it, and just wide open kick into the goal. And then within like 5 minutes of the game left, Phillips managed to get himself a goal. But then Healy had to go and get himself one as well to tie the game within the last few minutes, headed to overtime. However, it looked like they left a player sort of open. It seemed like kind of a bad play on their part, and they were able to kind of pass it back and forth, get the goal in, and Washington is now the national championship with the runner-up going to NC State. Love the offensive production, but I do think the crucial mistakes and lack of stability with the lead. I think that sure they were able to come back against Washington, but they had very strong starts and then kind of went quiet for a while, even allowing teams an opportunity to come back. St. Louis, they led. That's actually one example where that wasn't the case. About around the 70-minute mark is when they started getting goals, but then St. Louis, they didn't have enough time to necessarily come back, but one was brewing. I would say the same for Georgetown. It took a late penalty goal for Santa Maria to prevent the comeback. So I just think that it was just a matter of the fact that they were dominated so much. It was a suffering from success situation. Whereas when they started facing off against regular good teams and teams that are worthy of getting to the NCAA tournament, they got a little too comfortable at times. Didn't really play too aggressively, in my opinion. And with Washington, it kind of costed them. Um, we can confirm about 6 players who left. The NCAA transfer portal has been kind of wishy-washy. I can't really find any good, reliable information. Seems like NC State's kind of taking a step back. Is going to be promoted from within. We'll see how the spring portal goes. But Nikola Markovic, first overall draft pick to the DC United. I think that's NC State's first ever first overall pick for the Major League Soccer, which, hey, you gotta love to hear it. I think if you told me, I mean, that's the first overall pick for NC State, that would be impressive. You know what? I'm going to check that. All right. Correction. So Roman Gabriel, quarterback, and Mario Williams, defensive end, were both first overall selections in the NFL draft. Nikola Markovic kind of includes himself in that company, though. Hey, that's not bad. Justin McLean, 15th overall to the Portland Timbers. Caleb Tommy, 39th overall selection to Houston Dynamo. He might be a minor leaguer guy for right now. Same thing with Isaac Hefes, who was 79th to Columbus. Logan Erb, he went undrafted, but he was retained as part of a local player thing with the Houston Dynamo. And Jonathan Phillip, who had his rights retained by the Colorado Rapids. Looks like he's going to be going there. And the only graduate that I know of is Carlos Santamaria. I don't know if Tag Healy graduated or transferred yet. Not like he had too strong of a season. I do expect him to be back. However, I don't know the NCAA eligibilities, but he's listed as a 4th-year senior. He may have to grad transfer, or he might be able to get that extra year of eligibility. Again, I don't know how it applies to soccer. I know with football, they're very lenient. But I'm hoping that they can get another strong transfer portal round. I think that there is a lot of questions at pretty much every position, especially with them being inactive in the transfer portal. But I'll have to kind of follow and see how this off-season looks. There are some decent young guys who are expected to return, like Maloney. He had a pretty strong showing in the tournament. I think Drew Lovelace is going to be back as well. Those are the only 2 I can think of off the top of my head. Those are both pretty strong supporting pieces. Who knows? Maybe they can develop into stars, but we will have to see. So, with that, I am going to be going over to the upcoming weekend matchup. Ooh. Yes, I am kind of skipping the Thursday matchups for both Louisville and NC State. However, those are away games, and we're kind of focusing on the perennial home matchup. So just know, as of this recording, Louisville has not played Notre Dame, NC State has not played Wake Forest, and any injuries or any big roster news that happens in those games are not reflected in this report. Both teams are currently sitting in the top 4 for conference rankings and are looking to establish themselves as perennial ACC women's basketball teams. NC State sitting outside the rankings but are crawling their way up to 4th in the conference standings, while the top dog, number 10, Louisville, is hoping to extend their dominance in the ACC with, even a win, conference kind of win total by about 19 points as a positive differential. Right now, they are sitting at 6-0 in a conference, and they've been dominating their opponents with a total score differential of 24.7. They are one of the most efficient shooting teams, shooting about 46%, 35 from three. And they win at the rebound game with a differential of 10. And our third most efficient turnovers with a margin of negative 5.2 per game. NC State will be coming off their road matchup against Wake Forest. I will be going into more in depth in a future episode about kind of why they have been struggling, what has caused them to lose games, and what they can do about it. But just know they were pretty sloppy in the kind of out of conference games, despite kind of winning very strongly with that Tennessee game early on. But we will see. They have fallen out of the rankings, but are also kind of sitting outside of it. Who knows? A win here could bring them back into the conversation. Some notable kind of matchups I would keep an eye out for this game. And it's kind of just like these are the players to watch. These are players that I don't think either team can really stop. And if they can't stop them, that will result in a win. Of course, Camille Pierre, double-double machine, interior scoring threat. Louisville does not really have that person who can stop her second chance scoring, ball distribution, and dominance in the general paint. I think, once she gets in there, I feel like 2 points can be expected unless if you have a very strong center. I'd look at Elif Istanbul-Gola. If she can have herself a great defensive performance, then maybe you can argue that they'd have to rely on the shooting. And even though NC State's great at shooting, and I'll get into that later, that it could be a issue for Louisville if Pierre can get hot, which she has shown to be able to do. On the Louisville side, a kind of key player to look at is, of course, their star, Tiana Roberts. She's the key scorer, ball distributor for Louisville. She keeps the offense turning. She leads the team with 3 assists a game, 38% shooting, I think, from the three. Zoe Brooks and Samara Jones, I think, will have the work cut out for her trying to limit what Tiana can do for this team because, she's the core of this team, and I think it's going to be a matter of how hot can she get early on, because I think if Louisville can jump to a big lead, it's over for NC State, and I think that Tiana is that player who can get that big jump and that big lead. But if it does kind of get down neck and neck, I would like to see Kaishi and Maddie Cox come in, and I'd like to see what they can do in those lateral minutes. They are both also really solid three-point shooters that if it came down to a late game and your stars are getting tired, that you can rotate them in and they can continue to churn the offense, which I think is a strength that NC State has. Now, I'm not really sure if Louisville has. However, I think if they do manage to find some dominance in the interior, then they could bring in Lorena Awu to kind of supplement the blocks and be able to get some rebounds as well. In the case that they do manage to shut down Pierre and they start to kind of rely on shooting from the arch, because they're not really a great scorer. And I know their field goal is kind of high at 46%, but I think a lot of that does come from their three-point shooting over their ability to score in the interior. Which, if Lorena does manage to have a strong defensive performance off the bench, would force them to rely on the shooting. Whichever team kind of has the biggest breakthrough is going to win. I think it's going to be kind of obvious to say that, whichever team leads more theoretically becomes the winner. Yes, that is what I'm saying essentially. But I think it's just, down the stretch, I think this is going to be a very competitive back and forth game. It's just, can NC State kind of keep their momentum going down the stretch? If they can keep Louisville at its limits for the majority of the game, then I think that they can have a very strong win. However, I do think that's going to be a major uphill battle with Tiana Roberts. We'll see. It's going to be at home. It's going to be, I think, late afternoon, evening game. And I think that NC State could bring in a major upset that puts them back in the rankings and continues that momentum. They can build themselves into a top 4-3 seed. So make sure to check out that game at Reynolds Coliseum. So with that, we are going to finish up by reviewing the men's baseball and women's softball teams as they expect to start next month. Well, I mean, obviously, out of kind of respect, we'll do ladies first. Softball, they finished unranked. They finished with a losing record at 25-29, including 6-18 in their conference. However, we do see some kind of key young players return and a now experienced head coach, which means that there is a chance that they can jump higher into the ACC standings and maybe even find their way into the tournament next year. It's not impossible, but it's going to rely on two big issues. Simmers and Church, they are the two key components to this NC State offense. They're both high home run RBI and just overall hidden percentages. They are top of their overall rosters, and with a good amount of players going through the transfer portal graduation, they need to bring in a strong class, and I think that they have done so. Just kind of looking at their starting nine just positionally. Their catcher is a big question. Ellington Whitaker, she seems like the next woman up. She only got two hits and 5 at-bats this season, including a home run. However, I do expect the freshman, Carmen Montes de Oca, to be able to come in and get some reps and maybe even take over at starter. So definitely keep an eye out for her. Some notable returners in the infield as well. You have Kendall Simmers at shortstop. You have Taryn Massey, who hit about 227 with 2 home runs and 7 RBI as the backup third baseman. She's expected to kind of come in and take over in that role. Tegan Thrunk, 215 batting average with about 2 home runs and 10 RBIs. She's not great, but she's a senior, so I do expect her to get some reps. I think it is about her time. She did start a lot last season. I think that will continue. The big newcomer in the infield that I also would like to talk about, who I think will most definitely get start reps, is Lily Livingston. She's a freshman. She's a 4-time All-State corner infielder in Tennessee. And I think with Taryn Masson, a more veteran third baseman starting there, I think that Livingston could be the perennial first baseman for this team for the foreseeable future. Another big issue I think I have is the outfield. Bailey Edwards had 18 at-bats, but she seems like she's going to be going out in left field. She's a senior. She has the experience. I would not be surprised if she gets that nod. The overall kind of outfield backup with Gabby Wilson, I think, could also get some reps there, but we will see how Bailey Edwards does this season. The two big transfers, hidden-wise, I would like to mention, who could start in center and right field respectively. What? Shoot. So center fielder Sarah Johnson. She is a JUCO transfer from Gaston College. She has a 500 batting average, 103 hits and 104 runs with the 2 years at JUCO, and she played baseball at high school. She is a really talented prospect that somehow NC State was able to grab, and I do expect her to be hitting in the kind of cleanup position for NC State. And if she does play strong enough, she could take over as the hidden star for the team. The other notable transfer I'd like to mention who could get starting reps, Maya Townsend, senior transfer from LSU. She was their backup right fielder, produced 5 runs in 19 games for LSU. I think that she definitely came down so she could get that starting experience at NC State, and I think that they should give it to her because in that 19 games, there's some good amount of potential there. I think she could definitely be maybe a bottom of the hitting order, but she could definitely be a run producer for this team. Hannah Church, of course, at DH, batting, I think, over 333 with 19 home runs and 53 RBI. She's a starter team. She's going to return, and she's going to be the anchor for this NC State defense. The pitcher question is still a big thing. They got some 2 transfers coming in, but they do keep the only remaining pitcher on the roster with a winning record, redshirt junior Win Gore, who went 7 for 6 with a 3.9 ERA. Katie Becker is a transfer from South Carolina. She went 2-0 with a 6.68 ERA last season. And Kendall Week, a junior transfer from JUCO as well. She went to Madison College, where she was second all time in wins and broke Madison College's records for total Ks with 267 and season Ks with 150, going 12 for 8 with a 3.28 ERA. So Wingor has experience. I do expect her to be the ace early on, but don't be surprised if Becker or Wake can come in and take over as the starting pitcher for this softball team. I think the pitching is going to be a big question mark, and I think that's something that we are going to have to kind of clear out early on in the season before we head into ACC competition. However, the out-of-conference opponents is a little tough. NC State did get invited to the Shriners Clearwater Invitational, and will play Georgia, Missouri, Texas A&M, and national, I think, runner-up Texas Tech. So that's a juggernaut of a schedule. I think they can win 1 or 2 of those games. They just need to show a strong showing that can help you believe in this team heading into their conference opponents. Some other notable outside of conference opponents to watch out for: the Marucci Classic with Michigan State, Stetson, and Mercer, and the Wolfpack Classic with Toledo, Lehigh, and Loyola Chicago. So I do like that there is a lot of kind of weaker opponents to help NC State figure itself out heading into conference competition. I do think that they are a team to watch when it comes to making a big leap. I don't think they're necessarily going to win the conference per se, but I think that they can kind of get themselves into maybe like an 8th, 9th, and try to have a strong ACC tournament showing and sneak in as a lower seed into the NCAA tournament, which I think that they can do that. That would be a really strong season. I think that's what I put myself down as what they're going to do. Let's just see how the pitching goes, and if the incoming transfers, the incoming freshmen, and everyone who's been given the opportunity to step up actually does so. So let's finish off with the baseball preview. The baseball program disappointed. I thought they were going to get a deeper run, but getting knocked out in the Auburn Regional was not what we were hoping for with this team. I think the offensive and pitching retooling is going to be a necessity for this team. It might just even be a straight-up pitcher rebuild and then getting some stronger guys for the hitting crew. The only kind of drafted players that return, NC State didn't really lose anyone major in the transfer portal hitting wise, but a couple of players went to the draft, and the biggest returner is Braden Fossman, 279, 11 home runs and 47 RBIs, which is most on the team. He went undrafted in MLB. He's going to be returning to try to figure out how to get into the league, because I think he's a guy who could, especially if he has a strong showing this season. All right, so some notable incoming transfers for the offensive retooling. I do like Andrew Wiggins. He's a right fielder who could be a DH, especially since he walks more than he strikes out by, a little less than a percent, like 8% increase in walks compared to strikeouts, but that's still better than nothing. I think most players kind of strike out more than they walk. Not Andrew Wiggins. He hit 256, 4 home runs, 14 RBIs. He's a really athletic guy who could potentially be a perennial base stealer, and I think could be a top of the order guy. I have faith in him that he's going to be a strong contributor at the DH position or even the right field position. Sherman Johnson, an infielder from Clinton Community College, hit 319 with 9 home runs and 54 RBIs. I think especially with a kind of a big gap in the shortstop position, I do expect to see him go in there and to be the guy in that position. I think the only other player who really has a shot, I don't even know if there's like a real player who has a shot at it. I would put my money on Sherman Johnson just because of his strong community college showing. And I think the gap between a strong community college and strong college baseball isn't too wide. And the only other notable incoming transfer for NC State is they got Dalton Bargo, a utility player from Tennessee. He started the season at third base. That's where I do see him playing, just because Josh Hogue is returning for left field most likely. He's listed on a 2026 roster. And he played left field down the stretch, which I think is where he's going to finish the season at. We're going to probably see some of that production from before. 272 average with 14 home runs and 40 RBIs. Some notable returnees: first baseman Chris McHugh, second base Luke Nixon, center fielder Ty Head as well. So I do think that the left side of the infield will be mostly transfers, and I think the outfield will be mostly the same as last season. I did mention that Andrew Wiggins is pretty good. I think he could eventually sneak in on a roster. He could be a pinch hitter. He could be someone where if a Hogue or a Head doesn't have a strong performance, he could come in, or he could be designated hitter. Let's say Dalton Bargo doesn't do too well, or they move him to outfield. They could have Hogue as DH. Novi, who I have listed as the DH, could be third baseman. I think there's a way they can sneak in Andrew Wiggins. I think he just has too much athletic prowess and offensive production, but I just think that the precedence with Hogue, Head, and Fossman is just too strong to ignore, unless they maybe put Fossman at DH. Either way, I think expect a continuance in the offensive production, maybe even a step up if Bargo, Johnson are as advertised. Pitching question. They do still have Ryan Mayron. He's going to be the kind of ace pitcher as part of the weekend rotation. I expect him to be a Saturday, Sunday guy. He has 8 wins, 3 losses with 3.38 ERA. They didn't really get anyone from transfer portal. They did lose some guys to the draft and transfer portal. The only notable returnees: Heath Andrews, 4-3, 6.16 ERA. Maybe they give the younger Tristan Potts an opportunity to be the Friday starter. He's 2.35 with ERA and 7.2 innings. I just think that outside of Mayron, it's just kind of like who? Heath Andrews is solid. He could maybe be a good pitcher for the squad, but it's gonna be something where like all their wins are gonna be like 10-9, 5-3. It's gonna be. I think it's just gonna be a lot tougher with this pitching core. They need to figure it out as soon as they can. They do have Luke Hemrick, a left-handed pitcher. He's freshman from Apex. They really like what they saw from him in fall camps, so maybe expect him to sneak in. In the bullpen, they do have a decent bullpen with Jacob Dudden, Anderson Nance, who I thought was a starting pitcher. He could probably get some starting reps. And Collins Black, who's coming in 9 ERA and 9 innings. That could be another relief guy who gets some reps. I think definitely early in the season, that's going to be kind of like with the softball, is figuring out what the pitch and direction is going to be and just how much are they going to have to rely on their offense to win games. Some notable matchups I'd like for y'all to check out. They're going to be at Puerto Rico with Washington, Indiana State, and Seton Hall. That Washington, that's going to be a revenge game for the men's soccer. They host the NCAA runner-up Coastal Carolina March 3rd. March 13th, series home opener versus Boston College. Watch out for that. Notable home series against Miami, Florida. That's going to be one to watch out for. Also, Duke and UNC both all come to Doak Field April and May, respectively. NC State's projected to finish 7th. I think that's appropriate, but maybe with some strong pitching, they can sneak into the top 5. But make sure to check out for them. And that's going to conclude today's episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a good day, and go Pack.